My name is Amal Nirgudkar, and I'm the CEO of Patient Prism. And I'm excited to welcome Fred Joyal here from 800 Dentists, as well as his two best-selling books. And we're here to talk about tracking and how important it is to track everything, especially marketing in your dental practice. Because if you don't track, as they say, you don't know what's happening. So talk to us about, in your experience over the last 30 years.
Well, this is my life is helping dentists find patients, and they say to me, "What should I use to advertise?" And my answer is simple: everything that works. And how do I know that? You track the results, and this is where a lot of dentists fall down: is tracking what happened. So they go by anecdotes. They ask the front desk person. They ask anybody, how do you think this is working? And they go, oh well, we had somebody no show, right? And so he stops advertising on Google because somebody didn't show up, as if Google is some massive failure, right? That nobody should advertise on. And so you can't use the anecdotes. You use data. You use information. Now, Patient Prism, obviously, that you've created is a great way to track exactly what happens. And I understand it, but you could talk more about particularly how that gives you the information that's so important.
And when we developed Patient Prism, we came from a vantage point as a marketing company who was trying to solve a problem. But one of the things that we wanted to be reminded of as we were building the solution is that we wanted dental practices to have instant visibility on what marketing mediums are working for them.
Yeah.
So if it's a billboard campaign, whether it's a AdWords campaign on Invisalign or implants, we wanted them to know if I'm spending my hard-earned money on this particular medium, is it working? Is it bringing the right type of patients? And so we ended up building up an entire integration with Google Analytics, with AdWords, with all the different marketing mediums. And if there's no integration, if it's a postcard, we assign tracking numbers on every single, not only on a campaign level, but sometimes on a keyword level.
Okay.
So you know that you had a $49 special. Did it work?
Yes.
Right? So now you can go back and look at the data on a daily, monthly, weekly basis and say, my God, I spent so much money on 800 Dentists, for example, last month, and I got like 10 new patients. Absolutely worth it. Should I spend more? And I think that's one of the amazing things about Patient Prism. It really you have this data on your fingertips.
It goes all the way down to did they come in, and then you can track it and see what did they spend.
Absolutely.
And that's what's so important is to be able to say these channels are working for me, because what I've learned over the years is that it's so interesting in some areas in your neighborhood around your practice.
Absolutely.
Direct mail may work great, and then you move one zip code over, and it's a complete and utter failure.
Absolutely.
And Yelp will work great here and completely fail there, and ZocDoc and whatever it is, and 800 Dentist even, it may work. And I'll have a dentist come on and he'll join 800 Dentist, and it won't work for him.
Right.
And then the guy across the street joins, and it works great. Now, that's the other part is, what do you have to fix? Do you have to fix the front desk? Is it your presentation skills? Is it your hours?
Right.
Is it your other? Is it the experience of being in the practice? I'll tell any dentist, look, if you don't think you have a great front desk, please don't join.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Patient Prism is going to not only help them convert that new patient.
Right.
That's the other thing is, you if your advertising channel is working, you want to increase that conversion.
Absolutely. And that's what it is, right? It solves, you're bringing the patient in, and they have called in, you want to make sure that they convert. But you also want to know, what could I do more to escape that gravity again, right? What could I do more? Where could I spend money? If I could spend $1 and get $4 or $5 back, I should do it all day long.
Yeah, double down and see if at a certain point it'll level off. But you want to push that channel.
Right.
That's what everybody in advertising does. They say, "Oh, this TV show works. I'm gonna buy more episodes of it and see how it does." And eventually it plateaus, and you say, "Okay, that's where I stop."
And that's exactly the reasoning we had when we built the marketing metrics in Patient Prism, is that we wanted dentists to have that visibility on what works, what doesn't work, and so that they can design these experiments. Okay, let's try this newsletter and see how much response we get. Let's try this flyer. Let's try 800 Dentists. Let's try Google AdWords. Let's try Facebook, and to know that when you can track it down to the patient level and the appointment level and see how much revenue it added, then you automatically know that I'm going to spend more money on this, right?
Yeah.
And
Well, and also you brought this up, and I wanted to reiterate that. Don't, just because you find out this channel isn't giving results, don't abandon it. Learn what maybe didn't work. You'll find out very typically one Facebook ad will work and one won't. One Facebook video or YouTube video draws like crazy and another doesn't. So many times it's not the channel, it's the content on the channel, it's the offer in the direct mail. So you adjust those and you go, when we do $29
Right.
cleanings, we get this. When we do 99 exam cleaning and x-rays, we get this. And you go, oh, okay, now you can measure it. You don't have to abandon the channel. You refine the channel.
right, just don't shoot the messenger, right? Right? Yeah. If one postcard campaign didn't work, you have to really know, did it not work because we didn't get enough calls, or did it not work because we didn't get enough patients? Both those things are important.
And
right?
with Patient Prism, I think you can look at it and say, what did the patients say? What were they responding to on that advertising message? And what were they not responding to? What wasn't enough for them?
The second patent pending, well, we got the first patent, but the second patent that's pending on our technology is this keyword cloud that actually looks at what the patient said and then track it down by that keyword down to whether the call was booked or not. It's such powerful data, Fred, that now marketing companies are using that data to say, hey, there's only 4 people called looking for Invisalign, but we're spending $3,000 a month. So are we doing something wrong? Should we change our strategy? Should we up our budgets? Or are we not? And we didn't even convert 3 of them. That's a different problem,
Right, yeah.
right? But why did we get only $4,000? And maybe you're in Miami, and maybe the cost per click in Miami is so high that you have to spend $8,000 to get the right amount of traction. So those conversations get started now because of our technology in the keyword cloud. Because by keyword, you know that the patient 4 people asked for Invisalign. We booked 3, and but we've spent $3,000. So correlating that, so tracking becomes very important.
And intelligent tracking is the key, and that's the level that they can get to now, and that's the most important message: is not only track, but track intelligently, and that's what you can do with Patient Prism, and that's what they can do with the great front desk person.
Absolutely. Thank you.